to another edition of the Ripple Effect podcast. I'm Jessica Ausbrook from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union. Thanks for joining us today. A very special guest with us is Sherry from Relay for Life. Sherry, it's so great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Relay for Life has been a staple in our community for a long time. We've raised a lot of money from Howard County for Relay for Life, and we want to continue to do that. So Relay, back this year, when is it?
It's September 13th. It's on a Saturday. It starts from 10 till 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
We've moved it to Foster Park only because it's just a little more weather appropriate for us. We have a little more shading and a more local location. We can get walk-ins, and so we're excited. We just started that last year.
Okay.
And we had a few hiccups, but everything.
You change location, you always have hiccups,
there
right?
Always are. So we just hope everybody has patience with this. That we'll get it back to what we need.
That's right. And you better have patience with them, or you'll have to answer to me.
There you go.
Relay for Life, of course, raising money for the American Cancer Society. And there are so many folks in Kokomo who feel such a connection to this organization because they know someone or they are someone who's been through cancer. Mm-hmm. And it's usually kind of the motivation for folks to get involved and to help start fundraising. Would you like to give us your background? What got you involved with Relay?
Well, at first I was just kind of thrown into it at work, but after I got in, I loved it.
Yeah.
And then the kicker for me, and I've told this story many times, my sister-in-law at 60 was diagnosed with cancer and passed away at 60, losing her grandkids, and the grandkids lost her.
And you lost a sister.
Yes.
Yep.
And so 1 year at the walk at Western, after the walk, after the Luminaria ceremony, my sister calls me and said, "Sherry, did you look in the sky?" I said, "No." She said, "There was one star in the sky." And she said, then the cloud went through, the star was gone, and my sister-in-law's candle went out.
The beautiful story.
Only one on the track. So that minute I knew this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
I love that. That. And it takes all kinds of people to get this organization and this event up and off the ground. And everybody has that connection, whether, they have had cancer, they know someone who's had cancer. My husband has cancer. Yes. Oh, he's all right. We're figuring it out. He's on an oral medicine that is very helpful to him.
Great.
And you think about medicines like this, and I just want to point this out because it is the direct result of the funds that we have raised here in Kokomo, Howard County, and all across the country. The kind of cancer my husband has is CML, chronic myeloid leukemia, and 25 years ago, it would have killed him. Yes. But now he takes a pill every day, an oral chemotherapy pill, and he probably will forever, and he has no trace detected. We have a very normal life. I mean, sometimes it gets a little tired, but other than that, the technology and how far it's evolved, thanks to people like you hosting these events. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for that.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy we're helping.
Yes, you absolutely are. So you mentioned it's coming up in September. Is that right?
It's September 13th.
And we gather teams, that kind of thing. How many teams do we have signed up? How many are we looking for?
I think right now it's still kind of early. I think we've got about seven to 10 teams signed up. We need more. We need lots of walkers. We need volunteers. We need sponsorships. Whatever we can get out there. We're doing our best to get a lot of entertainment.
Okay.
We have Elvis coming back
this
year. He was there last year.
Wait, Elvis is going to be there. He ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I know. He was a great crowd pleaser, I'm telling you.
He was.
And then we also have Keaton Romero coming to sing for us, too, which is a real big treat for us.
Oh, I mean, one day we're going to be like, remember when Keaton played at the Relay for Life event in Kokomo?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I believe that we absolutely are. That'll be great. So she's playing that evening.
Yes.
During the walk.
Yes.
And is Relay for Life, has it changed at all? Are we still doing that? The first walk is that the survivor walk, the lap?
The first lap, yes.
And then the caregiver lap.
Yes.
And then eventually you get into the Luminaria celebration ceremony.
The Luminaria is at the end of the night.
Has to be dark.
Yes. It's just amazing how you feel.
It'll change
your life. If you walk
life.
out without a tear, then you have no heart.
I just want to say, imagine trying to have to read the names, Sherry, because I can tell you that's not an easy job.
I know. I'm glad I passed that on to somebody else.
It is such a, and because you do in honor of and in memory of, so folks who are living and folks who have since passed on. And it's not only are we raising money to help save lives in the future, but it's such a great time to have that, that, hey, we have this person in our life. We love them and we're still celebrating them. And we're celebrating them in a way that's helping other people.
Right. And we're all in contact with it.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a neighbor, could be family,
Could
they're
be
all
anybody.
all around us. We got to take care of everybody.
We do. So you mentioned you need teams and volunteers. How do we get signed up to be a team? And what do you do if you're a team member? We're raising money? How does that work?
Yes. Everyone you have on the team, you all take turns walking the laps.
Mm-hmm.
So there's someone from your team at all times walking.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're also, well, not required, but we ask that they try to raise money.
Yeah.
And for each $100 each person raises, they get a free T-shirt.
Ooh.
So they can wear that proudly the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Just out promoting the event, period, just to get people in the know.
And people know, people do a lot of themed teams. I mean, it's a big deal, and they really go all out for it.
Yes.
Have some fun with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This year, our theme is a dream is a wish your heart makes.
I like it.
Relay for life when you wish upon a cure.
I love that. That's so great.
So, yeah, decorate your booths, tents. We look for vendors to come in. We're actually going to have our kickoff on May 17th
Mm-hmm.
at the Senior Citizens Building. Senior Citizens Building at Foster Park.
Okay.
From 10 to 12. We'll have donuts, juice, coffee, muffins, and what all. This is a time you can come in and you can register your team. You can register if you are a survivor, and your name will go in this system, and then that way we can honor you
Mm-hmm.
and loved ones and all of that. Excuse me. So we'd love to see you guys come out for that too. The more we get, the more we can educate everybody.
Okay, I want to make note of the time there, just because if this runs after the 17th, I think you'll want to know where to edit that part out. So we're just going to go right back into the interview, and who will edit this?
Okay.
So again, the Relay for Life coming up in September. We're looking for teams. We're looking for folks to fundraise. Do we have a goal this year?
We're hoping to reach $45,000.
It's a lot of money.
It is. Last year we were just right at the bubble of 40,000,
Mm-hmm.
and we've gotten a few more people involved. We got the city involved more, our community.
Yep.
They're involved a lot more. A lot of the banks.
Mm-hmm.
Solidarity is huge, and
Yep.
so any of that support we can get, we need help.
Please. Yeah, definitely. And again, it's a fundraiser. All the money goes back to the American Cancer Society to help, knock on wood, find more cures for cancer. I mean, I feel like I did Relay for Life so many times, and then all of a sudden, now I have a life where all this research is to my benefit.
Exactly.
It's keeping my husband alive.
Exactly.
And I think there are a lot of other people in that situation as well. So to anybody who has fundraised for Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society, again, thank you. We appreciate all the time, energy, and effort that you put towards making this success, here in Howard County. But we really want you to come on out, get your team together, start fundraising, and hit that $45,000 goal. So what's your favorite part about Relay?
I think it's actually there's two.
Okay.
When the survivors are lined up to take their first lap.
Oh, yeah.
It's very heart-wrenching.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the Luminaria ceremony, because it's just beautiful just to see all the lights, and you just feel the love. You feel connected to all of them for just that few minutes, and
It's beautiful.
that's why we do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the pleasure of seeing the Luminaria celebration from the press box at Kokomo High School, from out at Western, and it's this aerial view of the track lined with a luminaria, which are candles basically inside a bag. It's beautiful. It's dark out, they're lit up, and it really is such a special part.
Yes, it is.
So is Relay 24 hours this year? How does that work time-wise?
No, we're still trying to get back to 24 hours, but since COVID, things have just really slowed down, and so we're trying to build it more and more each year. We're getting better.
Yep.
And we've got a long ways to go. We used to be the biggest event in all of Indiana, and so our long-term goal is to get back to that, because we want people to be proud, Kokomo to be
That's right.
recognized, and this is something to be proud of.
I agree. I absolutely agree. So again, the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life coming up in September. That date one more time, Sherry?
It is September 13th. That's on a Saturday.
And we're going to be where?
At Foster Park from 10 to 11.
Okay, so if we want to sign up in advance, can we sign up on the website?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go to American Cancer Society
.org.
for Howard. Yes, for Howard County, and you can sign a team up there. You can sign on someone else's team if you're just an individual looking to get in.
Okay, so you have a team. Am I assuming that correctly?
Yes.
What is your team called?
My team is Syndicate Sales.
Syndicate Sales.
Yes.
The Syndicate Sales people. I like it. It's a great group over there at Syndicate Sales.
You know it.
We're pretty partial to them. So Syndicate Sales, how many people are you bringing?
I think we've got 10.
10.
Right now.
A great team.
I hope so.
Yep. And then fundraising. Does your team have a personal goal? Are you guys looking to hit a certain amount?
I'm hoping to reach 5,000.
All right. Syndicate Sales, time to step up.
That's right. Get them.
Relay for Life with the American Cancer Society coming up again in September here in Howard County. It's going to be at Foster Park this year. We know it's bopped around a little bit, and it's been great at every location that it's been at. It genuinely has. So again, back in Foster Park, it's going to be so much fun. We need to get you to sign up. We need you to start fundraising for your team. And maybe you bring $100. Maybe you bring $25. No donation is too little. Right. So any more info, Sherry, for the Relay for Life? How do we reach you?
You can reach me at Syndicate Sales at 765-457-7277, or my email is sjohnson@syndicatesales.com.
All right. We'll be reaching out to you, Sherry Johnson from Syndicate Sales here with a Relay for Life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for volunteering your time, because I think it's probably a lot of it.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We definitely do. I know my family does, and I know there are many other families that do as well. Thanks again for having us. This has been fun. Yeah, we'll say hi to everybody at Syndicate Sales. Okay. Hello. Have a great day. That'll wrap up our broadcast this morning. I'm Jessica Ausbrook from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union, and you've been watching The Ripple Effect.